Hey everyone, and welcome back for another deep dive.
Today we're tackling a topic that I know is on a lot of your minds, building a successful health coaching business.
Hmm,
You guys sent in a ton of great articles and research,
and all kinds of different business models for health coaching.
and I am really excited to dig into this with you.
Yeah, there's a lot to think about here.
When you look at the material you sent, two main paths sort of emerge,
One is more of that traditional time for money approach.
and the other focuses more on product-based revenue.
Yeah, it's like almost like choosing your own adventure as a health coach.
But each path has, like you said, its own unique
Yeah.
opportunities and challenges.
Exactly.
So let's start with that traditional model,
The one that I think most coaches are familiar with
where you're basically trading your expertise and your time,
for a fee.
Right.
Could be through individual sessions or packages or...
even like longer term programs.
Exactly.
Okay, so that seems pretty straightforward on the surface.
But I'm guessing there's a reason
that we're even talking about alternatives.
What are some of the limitations?
that you see with this approach.
Well, one of the biggest hurdles is scalability.
There are only so many hours in a day.
Right.
Even at a high hourly rate, your income is capped.
By the number of clients you can personally work with?
So let's say you're charging like $200 an hour
Sure.
to hit a six-figure income. You need to be booked solid with clients for over 500 hours a year.
And that doesn't even include the time you spend on marketing and admin
Uh,
and developing your programs.
Yeah, so even if you're amazing at what you do and you have a wait list of clients, there's just a natural limit to how much you can grow
Mm.
using that model. And I imagine it gets pretty exhausting too.
Absolutely.
It's a recipe for burnout.
Another challenge is that success in this model often relies very heavily on your constant presence.
So if a client is seeing great results, fantastic. But unless you're actively marketing and bringing in new clients, the business doesn't automatically grow. It's very much tied to your individual effort.
So even if you help someone achieve incredible weight loss, for example, their success doesn't necessarily translate into more business for you unless you're constantly hustling.
To find new clients.
Precisely.
And this is where the product-based model starts to look really interesting.
Okay.
The idea here is to shift the focus from selling your time to selling products that support your clients' health goals.
So that could be anything from high-quality supplements and functional foods to wellness tech gadgets. Really runs the gamut.
Okay, I see where you're going with this.
Mhm.
So instead of charging for each hour you spend with a client, you're generating revenue through their ongoing product purchases.
Exactly.
And because these products are designed for regular use, you can build a more stable and predictable income stream.
So let's say your average client spends $200 per month on products. If you have a network of, say, 50 clients, that's already $10,000 in monthly revenue.
And the beauty of it is that if those clients are seeing great results, they're going to naturally tell their friends and family.
You've hit on a key point.
The product-based model, especially when paired with a solid network marketing structure, has the potential to leverage what we call the network effect.
Oh, okay, that sounds intriguing.
What exactly does that mean?
So think of it like this. In the traditional model, your reach is limited to the people you can directly connect with.
But with a network effect, your clients become advocates, sharing their positive experiences and naturally expanding your reach.
It's similar to what you see with social media platforms or online marketplaces.
Oh, so it's like a ripple effect.
Yeah.
One person's success inspires others to try the products, and those people tell their friends and so on and so forth.
Exactly.
It creates this organic momentum that can really accelerate your business growth.
And because the focus is on the products, your income isn't directly tied to the number of hours you're working.
This is starting to sound like a real game changer for health coaches. Instead of being limited by their time, they can tap into the power of this network effect to create something much bigger than themselves.
Exactly.
Now I know what you're thinking.
Network marketing. It definitely has a bit of a mixed reputation.
But I'm not talking about those old school pyramid schemes.
With pushy sales tactics and questionable products
We're talking about partnering with a reputable established company.
that prioritizes quality and ethics.
Okay, that makes sense. So how do you go about choosing the right company to partner with?
What are the key things to look for?
First and foremost,
You want a company with a proven track record.
not just in terms of financial success, but also in terms of their commitment to quality.
Ethical practices and customer satisfaction.
Look for companies that have been around for a while, that have a strong leadership team.
And that invest in research and development.
So doing your due diligence is key. It's not just about jumping on the bandwagon of whatever's trendy.
Exactly.
You want to make sure that you're aligning yourself with a company that reflects your values.
And that you can genuinely stand behind.
Read reviews.
Talk to people who are already involved.
Yeah, feel for the company culture.
And speaking of company culture, I think it's important to address the elephant in the room here.
The skepticism that some people have towards network marketing.
Sure.
How do you navigate that, especially when you're so passionate
Hmm.
about the products and the opportunity?
That's a great question.
I think transparency and authenticity are key.
Share your personal experience with the products
Explain why you believe in the company.
and emphasize the value and support you offer your network.
So it's about building relationships
Hmm.
based on trust and genuine connection.
Exactly.
Don't shy away from addressing the common misconceptions about network marketing.
Explain how this model, when done right, can actually be incredibly empowering for both the coach and the client.
So it's not about pushing products on people. It's about sharing something you genuinely believe in.
And offering a supportive community for those who are interested.
That's the heart of it.
And when you approach it with that mindset, you'll attract the right people who are genuinely aligned with your vision.
Okay, so we've talked about the limitations of the time for money model and the exciting potential of a product-based approach within a reputable network marketing structure.
Oh.
But I think a lot of listeners are probably wondering, what kind of financial possibilities are we really talking about here?
Right, let's go back to that example we used earlier.
Clients ordering an average of $200 worth of products per month.
Now imagine you've built a thriving network, maybe with 500 people in it.
Okay, so I'm doing the math in my head. 500 people times $200 a month. That's $100,000 in monthly revenue.
That's right. Wow.
And on an annual basis, that's a seven-figure business.
Now, of course, building a network of that size takes time and effort and the right strategies.
But it's definitely achievable with the right mindset and approach. That's incredible. We're talking about a complete shift in earning potential compared to that traditional model. But I think it's important to emphasize that this isn't about getting rich quick. It's about building a sustainable business that allows you to make a real impact while also achieving your financial goals.
Absolutely.
And it's important to remember that this isn't just about the numbers.
It's about the freedom and flexibility that comes with building a business on your own terms.
You get to choose your own hours
Work from anywhere.
and build a team of like-minded individuals who share your passion for health and wellness.
So it's about creating a lifestyle that aligns with your values and gives you the freedom to live your best life. And I think that's something a lot of us are looking for, especially in today's world.
Couldn't agree more.
It's about taking control of your future and building a legacy that extends far beyond just financial success.
I love that. So we've covered a lot of ground in this first part of our deep dive. We've explored the limitations of that traditional time for money coaching model. And we've started to unpack the exciting potential of a product-based approach within a reputable network marketing structure. We've talked about the importance of choosing the right company to partner with and building your network authentically. And we've touched on the financial possibilities and the lifestyle benefits that can come with this approach.
We'll continue our exploration of building a successful and sustainable health coaching business in our next segment. But for now, take a moment to reflect on what we've discussed and consider which path resonates most with you and your vision for the future.
You know, before we shift gears and talk more about building a network, I'd love to hear your thoughts on something.
We've been talking about these two different business models, but they both share a common goal, right?
Right.
Ultimately, both paths are about helping people improve their health and well-being. And I think for a lot of health coaches, that's the driving force behind their work, that genuine desire to make a positive impact on people's lives.
Yeah, I think so too.
But I think it's easy to lose sight of that bigger purpose when you're caught up in the day-to-day grind of running a business.
Right.
And that's where I think this product-based model, especially when done right, can be really liberating.
I agree.
Can you talk a little bit more about that?
Yeah, what makes it so liberating?
Well, when your income isn't directly tied to the number of hours you're working, you have more time and energy to focus on the things that really matter.
Building relationships with your clients, supporting their journey, and creating a positive and impactful community.
So you're shifting from a transactional mindset to a more holistic approach, where you're not just providing a service,
Yeah,
but you're really becoming a partner in your client's success.
precisely.
And that shift can be incredibly fulfilling for both the coach and the client.
It allows you to build deeper, more meaningful connections. And that's where the real magic happens.
Okay, so I'm starting to see how this model could really align with that heart-centered approach that I think a lot of health coaches are drawn to.
Mm-hmm.
But I want to be realistic here. We've talked about the potential upsides, but what are some of the challenges or potential downsides that someone might encounter with this type of business model?
It's a fair question.
Like any business model, there are definitely some things to be aware of.
I think one of the biggest pitfalls I see is choosing the wrong company to partner with.
Right, and we talked about the importance of doing your due diligence earlier, but can you give some specific examples of red flags that someone should be looking out for?
Absolutely.
Be wary of companies that make exaggerated income claims or pressure you to recruit others without a focus on product value.
Also, watch out for high upfront costs or inventory requirements.
And pay close attention to the company's compensation plan. Does it reward genuine product sales and customer satisfaction, or is it heavily focused on recruitment?
A reputable company is going to prioritize ethical practices and long-term sustainability over quick profits.
So trust your gut. If something feels off or too good to be true, it probably is.
Right.
Do your research, ask questions, and just make sure you're really comfortable with the company's values and business practices,
Exactly.
and even with the right company. Building a successful network takes work and commitment.
It's not a passive income stream. You need to be willing to put in the effort to learn about the products, build relationships, and support your team.
So it's not just about signing up and watching the money roll in. It requires active participation and a willingness to learn and grow as a business owner.
Precisely.
And one of the key skills you'll need to develop is effective communication.
You're going to be sharing information about the products, the company, the opportunity, and you need to be able to do so in a way that is clear, compelling, and authentic.
So it's not about being a pushy salesperson. It's about being a confident and knowledgeable advocate who can genuinely connect with people and share your passion for health and wellness.
That's a great way to put it.
And as your network grows, you'll naturally step into that leadership role we talked about. How do you support and mentor your team effectively? What are some key things to keep in mind?
Well, I think one of the most important things is to lead by example. Show your team what it means to be a successful network marketer by being ethical, authentic, and genuinely passionate about the products and the opportunity.
Absolutely.
You set the tone for the entire organization. Your actions speak louder than words.
If you're committed to personal and professional growth, your team will follow suit.
And remember, it's not about micromanaging or dictating what people should do. It's about empowering them to find their own path to success.
Exactly.
Provide guidance, offer support, celebrate their achievements, and create a culture where everyone feels valued and encouraged to contribute their unique talents.
So it's about creating a sense of community, a shared mission that everyone is excited to be a part of.
That's the heart of it.
And one of the best ways to foster that sense of community is to provide ongoing training and development opportunities for your team.
Okay, so help them develop their skills. Stay up to date on industry trends and connect with other successful network marketers.
Yes. Create a culture of continuous learning and improvement. And your team will thrive.
Now, we've covered a lot of ground today, but I think it's important to acknowledge that building a successful network marketing business isn't always easy.
Right.
There will be challenges, setbacks, and moments of doubt along the way.
That's true of any entrepreneurial journey.
The key is to develop resilience, to learn from your mistakes, and to never give up on your vision.
Surround yourself with a supportive community. Find a mentor who can guide you. And just remember that every challenge is an opportunity for growth.
Exactly.
And when you approach this journey with a positive attitude, a willingness to learn, and a commitment to serving others, you'll be amazed at what you can achieve.
You know, one of the things I find most inspiring about this model is that it allows people to tap into their entrepreneurial spirit and build something they're truly passionate about. You don't need a fancy degree or a ton of startup capital. You just need a willingness to learn, a strong work ethic, and a belief in yourself and the products you represent.
It's about democratizing entrepreneurship, making it accessible to anyone who has the drive and the desire to create something meaningful.
Exactly, and I think that's incredibly powerful.
Yeah.
Especially in today's world where so many people are looking for ways to create more freedom and flexibility in their lives.
I agree.
We've talked a lot about the potential benefits and challenges of building a product-based business within a network marketing structure. But I want to make sure that we're giving our listeners practical advice that they can actually apply.
You're right. Let's get more specific.
Imagine someone is listening to this and thinking, Okay, I'm intrigued, but how do I actually get started? What are the first steps?
Yeah, that's the million-dollar question.
What would you say to someone who's ready to dive in?
First and foremost, I'd reiterate the importance of finding the right company to partner with.
Do your research, talk to people. Make sure it's a company whose values and products you genuinely align with.
Once you've found a good fit, immerse yourself in their training programs and learn everything you can about the products.
So become a product of the product. Really understand the science, the benefits, and how to effectively communicate that information to others.
Exactly.
And don't be afraid to share your personal experience with the products.
Authenticity is key. People are drawn to real stories and genuine enthusiasm.
So start by sharing your story and your passion with your existing network of friends, family, and colleagues. Who knows, they might be your first customers or even your first team members.
That's a great starting point.
And as you build your network, remember to focus on providing value and support.
Be a resource, a mentor, a cheerleader for your team. Help them achieve their goals and celebrate their successes along the way.
So it's about building relationships based on trust and mutual support. It's about creating a community where everyone feels empowered to succeed. And as you continue to grow your business, don't be afraid to invest in yourself.
Attend conferences, read books, connect with other successful network marketers.
This industry is all about personal and professional development. And the more you invest in yourself, the more successful you'll be.
It sounds like building a successful network marketing business is an ongoing journey of learning, growth, and connection.
You've hit the nail on the head.
It's not a one-size-fits-all approach. It's about finding what works for you, developing your own unique style, and embracing the journey with passion and enthusiasm.
This has been an incredibly insightful conversation. We've covered so much ground, from understanding the limitations of that traditional coaching model to exploring the exciting possibilities of a product-based approach.
We've talked about the importance of finding the right company, building your network authentically, and developing your leadership skills.
And we've touched on the financial potential, the lifestyle benefits, and the profound impact this type of business can have, both on a personal and global level.
We've only just scratched the surface of this topic, and I know our listeners are eager to learn more about the practical steps involved in building a thriving product-based health coaching business.
So we'll dive deeper into those practical strategies in our next segment. We'll explore specific tools, techniques, and resources that can help you take your business to the next level. But for now, take some time to reflect on what resonates with you and consider which path aligns with your vision for the future. Okay, so we've laid the groundwork. We've explored these two different paths for building a health coaching business.
And I know a lot of you are probably thinking, all right, I see the potential of this product-based model, especially within a reputable network marketing structure. But how do I actually make it happen?
Where do I start?
It's a common question, and it's great that you're thinking about the practical steps.
Building a successful network marketing business. It really is a blend of art and science.
You need that solid foundation, like we talked about, choosing a company you believe in.
Understanding the products, developing those communication and leadership skills. But then there's the art of it. Connecting with people, building relationships, and creating a community that thrives.
Exactly.
And that's where things get really exciting, because this is where your unique personality and passions can shine through.
There's no one-size-fits-all approach.
Yeah.
What works for one person might not work for another.
It's about finding your own style and building a business that feels authentic to you.
So let's dive into some of those practical strategies. We talked about the importance of sharing your story and your passion, but what are some specific ways to do that effectively? How do you connect with people in a way that feels genuine and not pushy?
It all starts with understanding your audience.
Who are the people that you're trying to reach? What are their needs, their challenges, their aspirations?
Once you have a clear picture of your ideal client, you can start to tailor your message in a way that resonates with them.
So it's not about broadcasting a generic sales pitch. It's
Books.
about having real conversations, listening to people's concerns, and offering solutions that genuinely address their needs. And social media can be a powerful tool for this.
For connecting with people and building relationships.
Share valuable content related to health and wellness. Engage in conversations, be a source of support and inspiration.
So it's about adding value, not just promoting products. Become a trusted resource in your niche, and people will naturally be drawn to your expertise and your energy.
Exactly.
And don't underestimate the power of in-person events.
Networking events, workshops, even just casual get-togethers.
Can be great opportunities to connect with people face-to-face and build those personal relationships.
Yeah, there's something special about that human connection, especially in a world that's becoming increasingly digital.
Absolutely.
And as you start building your network, remember to focus on quality over quantity.
It's not about collecting as many names as possible.
It's about building genuine relationships with people who are aligned with your values and your vision.
So be selective. Choose to work with people you genuinely connect with, people who inspire you and who you believe in. And as your network grows, you'll naturally step into that leadership role we talked about.
How do you support and mentor your team effectively?
What are some key things to keep in mind?
I think one of the most important things is to lead by example.
Show your team what it means to be a successful network marketer by being ethical, authentic, and genuinely passionate about the products and the opportunity.
You set the tone for the entire organization.
Your actions speak louder than words.
If you're committed to personal and professional growth, your team will follow suit.
And remember, it's not about micromanaging or dictating what people should do.
Right.
It's about empowering them to find their own path to success.
Exactly.
Provide guidance, offer support, celebrate their achievements, and create a culture where everyone feels valued and encouraged to contribute their unique talents.
So it's about creating a sense of community, a shared mission that everyone's excited to be a part of.
That's the heart of it.
And one of the best ways to foster that sense of community is to provide ongoing training and development opportunities for your team.
So help them develop their skills, stay up to date on industry trends, connect with other successful network marketers.
Yeah, create a culture of continuous learning and improvement. And your team will thrive.
You know, we've covered a lot of ground today, but I think it's important to acknowledge that building a successful network marketing business,
Isn't always easy.
it's not.
There will be challenges, setbacks, moments of doubt along the way.
That's true of any entrepreneurial journey.
The key is to develop resilience, learn from your mistakes, and to never give up on your vision.
That's right.
Surround yourself with a supportive community. Find a mentor who can guide you. And just remember that every challenge is an opportunity for growth.
Absolutely.
And when you approach this journey with a positive attitude, a willingness to learn, and a commitment to serving others, you'll be amazed at what you can achieve.
You got it.
So to sum it all up, building a thriving health coaching business, whether through that traditional model or the product-based approach, it really requires a combination of passion, strategy, and a genuine desire to make a difference. It's about finding your unique path, building authentic relationships, and creating a business that aligns with your values and your vision for the future.
Absolutely.
Well, it's been incredible exploring these different models with you. We hope this deep dive has given you the insights and inspiration you need to take your health coaching business to the next level.
And remember, no matter which path you choose, the most important thing is to stay true to your purpose. Serve your clients with heart and never stop learning and growing.
Thanks for joining us on this deep dive. We'll see you next time for another fascinating exploration of the world of health and wellness.